Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. SHTF, economic collapse, doesn't matter what it is. We all like to have a clean house and a clean environment. Some people use all kinds of really good, cool Swiffers. My wife has this cool mop. It has a little dispenser and you push the button, it shoots it down there next to the pad, and then when she's done she can throw the pad away. In a grid down environment, economic collapse, a Great Depression, we might not have all those cool gadgets, or we might not have money to buy those cool gadgets. So we need to go back to old school ways of doing it. And really the easiest way to clean your floor, very low tech, it's been done forever. Water, some type of soap, a bucket, and some rags. That's a sure way you can get it. It's a lot harder, but it can be done. I have a concern because in an economic collapse or depression or SHTF, whatever it is, our local hospital is far away. We might not have services out here. So on my retreat, I want to make sure I have a little medical clinic so I can handle any emergency that pops up. Also, I want to be able to handle emergencies in my community, and this would entail setting up a little clinic. I know of a lot of medical personnel, a few are preppers in this area, and there's a bunch more. I sort of keep a mental list of it, and I always are asking people if they know of anyone that lives here. I know a retired anesthesiologist, a surgeon, a doctor, a couple dentists, a bunch of nurses, bunches of nurses, a couple surgical nurse. So there's a lot of medical people within 4 or 5 miles in here. Worst case event, if you could set up a clinic. Now, it wouldn't be something with all this advanced equipment, but it would be some basic things. And if you couldn't transport someone to our local hospital about 20 some miles away, what are you going to do with them? You just can't let them bleed to death. But if you had a place that you could organize your community, it could be organized around your volunteer fire department. For me, it's going to be closer. I have a couple places in mind that would be set up for a clinic. You could easily get, if everything's down, you could easily get a couple medical people, maybe on a rotation, at least one there. So if there is an emergency, in a grid down situation, there's going to be a lot more people cutting firewood, doing a lot of work with chainsaws, a lot of opportunity to get hurt, especially with people that usually work on a computer, and all of a sudden, oh no, they're trying to survive. They're going to get hurt, falls, all kinds of problems. If you had a place in your community that you could take that person and get some type of care, I think that's so important. Then you could make the decision, maybe, hey, we have to transport this to Pickens or to Greenville or to Spartanburg, another place or another town with a bigger facility. Or those facilities might not be accepting new patients. They might not be up and running. So as my goal of wanting to mastermind that idea, how are you going to clean that environment? You get someone come in there with a wound, the blood's on the ground, you got to clean it. So that's why you got to go back to old school. Self-wringing mop, you can wring it out into a bucket. Old school, man, old school. Have you put stuff back to take care of your immediate needs, or if you're thinking about, hey, a medical clinic, or hey, I might want to open like a little trading post. How are you going to keep the floor clean? And you definitely don't want to get on your hands and knees. So definitely, this is not sexy prepping items, I know it. I probably not getting many hits on this video, but this is where the rubber meets the road. This is what you have to be thinking about. The mundane items. How are we going to make it through better? Worst case, rag in a bucket. But in my case, I want to be able to mop the floor, sterilize it, change the head, and keep a very clean environment if you do have a medical clinic. Thanks for watching.